Okay. There we go. Took me forever to get that to work. All right. Okay, so if you're ready, you can send it over towards the middle. If you're still thinking about how to answer that last one, feel free to go ahead and think more. But I'll come get it in just a minute. Good. That's fine. You can come up with some little things. You're good? Are you all done? Are you all done?
Yes, all done.
I know you're excited about that album coming out.
Not my, I can't download it, it's not active.
Yeah, it's old.
That's a whole
This one's old. This one, still thinking. You're dying to think. Pick one more. This one's done. This is old. Do it. All right, good job. Oh, I know, it was like a week ago that you read this. That's probably the problem.
Brandon, how's your
Yeah, here's your numbers. Binary. I don't know. I haven't translated them. All right, you good? Good enough. Okay. All right, let's do this. Wait, I've got all the quizzes, don't I? Whoever's leaving, no. Okay, it's table. Okay, so let's see if I can get it right myself. Here we are. Okay, so it was the Hoover. No, I'm just kidding. It was China. China tearing down the Great Wall. That was like the first, like the whole first couple pages. Oh, is that your quiz or mine?
This is not. I don't know why I grabbed it. No, he turned his quiz in.
Oh, I thought, yeah, it's turned in already. Good.
Oh, sorry, I got that one.
Oh, you already got, okay. Well, anyway, yeah, that was that first. You remember it was the sort of the story about those the slow news day in Denver and the reporters getting together and saying, let's just do this as a joke. The whole let's make up a story about the China tearing down the Great Wall, and then all kinds of bad things ensued. Let's see, what was this? We have bluffing was one of them. I got to remember myself. It's been a while. Plagiarism, lying, and self-deception. I believe those were the four. Were they not? I could look it up though to double check.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah, I guess we're going to need this today anyway. Give me a sec. Oh, you know what really was kind of a saving grace for me was when I got to the end of the reading and it was like the last 3 pages were notes. I don't know if you felt the same way as I did when I was like, oh, that's so great. Well, anyway, lying, where's the list here? It's here somewhere. Yeah, it's lying and bluffing, self-deception, and plagiarism. It's here somewhere. I'll make sure. Oh, here. Here it is: plagiarism, lying, bluffing, and self-deception. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, and there's a list at the top of page 124, bottom of page 123, if you wanted to find it. And then this answers will vary. I mean, there's a bunch of different things you might have picked from, like the kid taking the philosophy course and using the Cliff Notes and pretending to know what was going on in class or something like that. I don't know. So whatever, that's what I thought, you can pick one. Whatever impressed you. Maybe nothing impressed you. So answers will vary on that last one. Okay, so we're going to do this in two waves. So the first wave, we're going to talk as a big group, and then we'll break into smaller groups for the second wave or the second section of discussion. So the first section, though, these both appeared at the same time. That's all right. So first thing, wait, this looks like something I want to do in a group. Hold on a sec. Maybe we should do this in groups. Yeah, let's do groups. That'll be better because you're generating some current day context. Okay, so let me set the stage first. Let's deal with, first of all, maybe number one we'll do together as a big group. And then you can do number two in smaller groups. So number one, what is lying? Oh, no, you got to think through things. Yeah, you got to do that in smaller groups. Okay, so let me explain. Like I said, I got off the plane yesterday afternoon and I realized I still have to grade all my midterms. Last night was a rough night. Anyway, so number one, what is lying? Think through ways deception has negatively affected you. So what is lying? How would you describe lying? So you're going to discuss as your groups in just a minute. Okay? So, and specifically, how has deception negatively affected you? So tell me what you mean, what you think lying is, and it doesn't have to be the textbook definition. You might say, I don't like their definition. Lying is whatever, you make it up your thing. And then the second one is it really necessary to discuss this particular habit in this course? And this has a sort of a follow-up question. Why might this deserve particular consideration? So is it necessary? Well, if it is necessary, does it deserve particular consideration? And then I guess this is actually number three, I should say. Generate some current day context, that is some examples of things. Don't name names, but just examples of like this could happen here at MDNU. So that's what I mean by this. Yeah, my language here is terrible. I should have maybe not done this so late at night. But so that's what I'm talking about here. So number one, what is lying? Can you name some ways that deception has negatively affected you? And so discuss that in your groups. And then we're going to discuss, is it really necessary to discuss this habit in this course? Like, why would it be necessary? And then so is it necessary? Probably is, but I don't know why. And then why might we want to place specific emphasis on this? And then can you come, number three, this should be number three. Can you come up with some current day specific examples that would be reasons why we would need to study this at MDNU? Like examples of she has some examples in here. That was what question 3 was supposed to be, if maybe I wrote it incorrectly. But so find a group of at least 3, no more than 4. I'm not going to randomly pick. You can pick yourselves, and then discuss these. I guess there's about 4 things. I'm going to rewrite this so that it looks a little bit better, and then I'll come around and help you, and then we'll discuss as a big group. Then we'll move on to the next one. Okay. I like that better. Okay, I've just whatever. What do you think? Well, you got to record. You got it figured out? You got some examples. How it's negatively combined with negatively impacted.
They're gonna write us out on No, you guys just read a script all day.
You guys have it figured out? You don't feel like you're too ready to all right, so presently example. Attendance. Okay, so you're ready. I hope that your script doesn't involve something that inflammatory. I know why I talked about the hog rider. Yes.
Talks about the hard rider.
Or this rapper. Throw that in there somewhere. Like, always try to You're already playing Hangman. For the third time. Oh. All right, let's do this. I saw some things written on at least one of the pages of notes that someone took that's very exciting to me. I guess there's only one person who took notes. The rest of you have it all in your heads, so I look forward to hearing what's in your heads. So what is lying? So, oh, you've got it? Okay, we could just go around. We don't have to have everyone answer, though, but Anna's dying to tell me what lying is. What do you think lying is? Deceiving someone on purpose. So on purpose, so deceiving them on purpose. Yeah, so I like the distinction that she made in the book, or he. He? Yeah, when you know, like when you go to a play or if you watch a movie, the people are technically pretending, right? But it's not lying because it's also you're agreeing to enter this. So yeah, it's on purpose trying to deceive. I like that. What other? Can anyone expand on that? You have an expansion. I know you do, but we can skip you for now. We'll come back.
Come to me for question 2, please.
Oh, you have a good. The hog rider shows up in question 2. Okay. So what else? Other definitions of lying. So how would you describe lying?
A dishonest truth.
Wait, whoa. How could it be true if it's a lie?
Because it's an oxymoron. That's just how it is.
A dishonest truth. So you're putting something out as if it were the truth.
Yeah, but it's dishonest.
Dishonest. Okay. So like me, I showed you those pictures of that kid that I just happened to see in the airport. No, I'm just kidding.
That's crazy.
No. No, that's actually my grandson.
Carrying him in the park.
Yeah. It's like, hey, can I carry this child?
Can I carry this child around, take some pictures to my flag?
Yeah. No, they'll think, no. No, I actually was in Boston, and I was on an airplane. So other things, other ways that lying. Okay, so next one might be a little bit like think of ways that deception has negatively affected you. So this might be something more personal, which you might not want to share with the whole group. Hopefully you at least discussed it as ideas of how things, but if you don't out someone else. But if someone has something that they want to share with the whole group about how lying or deception has negatively affected you, that would be great. Yeah, all right.
We had said like whenever you're deceptive of who you actually are to like a friend, or like a friend is deceptive to who they are, and like then you start to see their true colors, it just hurts.
Yeah, so it just hurts
Yeah.
from someone. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Bodhi has a good one.
Yeah. So when rappers like Playboi Carti and Kanye West say that they're gonna like drop an album and stuff, and then they just like don't drop an album, it makes me really sad and disappointed. And it doesn't like it feels like I can't trust them, and it honestly makes them hard to support as an artist at that point because they're giving out false media, and I don't want to take that as the consumer of music.
Oh, did I miss it? I missed my Be Real time. I don't have my alarm on. It's only my family, no one else. But anyway, okay. So yeah, so that's. I mean, yeah, we're corporate malfeasance can be disturbing. I mean, I guess that the rappers they may be individually deceptive, but.
No, one song Kanye West literally like scrapped an entire album because there was a bee in the studio.
And
Like,
that hurt
97%
you
of
to your
the album.
core,
Yeah,
didn't it?
that would have been a great album if he released it, but he scrapped an entire album because they would be in the studio.
Incredible. When we first moved here, I'll tell you an example of how deception negatively affected me, or at least I felt like it. My wife would say that I'm just being a baby, but we all have our own crosses to bear, don't we? But when we first moved here, this is now is 1997. Okay, we're buying a house, and the house was on the market for $80,000. Okay, so this is in 1997. What?
House prices are crazy in the 1900s.
Yeah, 1900s. You're right. Crazy low. Anyway, so the house was on the market for 80,000, but our realtor, the realtor we were working with, when she brought the house to, we want to see that house because we were from Philadelphia. We had we were coming from Philadelphia. It's not where I grew up, just so you know. And so we didn't know anything about this area. So we needed someone to help us. And this realtor, when she, like I said, we want to see that house on that road. It was up for sale by owner though. So she's like, well, I don't know. And so she contacted the owners, and then she brought us the information. She said it was $83,000. And I didn't discover this till the next day. We ended up buying the house, by the way. And see, she was concerned that we wouldn't compensate her for her time. And this is the way realtors work: is they get a cut of the proceeds from a house. But it really, even to this day, I have an extremely negative view of realtors as a result of this, because of this bad experience. I mean, this is the sort of thing when you have someone deceive you. So this woman who deceived us, I mean, we made sure she got paid. That's the thing. It wasn't a question in our minds. We're like, you're helping us out, we're going to pay you. But she wanted to make sure, I guess. And so it was a little touch and go for a bit. And anyway, so like when you deceive someone, you might have no idea how it's like this. Like when I hear that someone becomes, like, I have former students who became realtors, and I think, oh, why did you do that? That's such a terrible profession.
That's what I've wanted to do since my junior year of high school.
Yeah, see, now I have a different view of, so Bodie, you're helping me. Yeah, exactly. That's right. The repugnant cultural others. It's the realtors. No, it's not that. You're gonna think that I hate all the motorcyclists and the realtors and.
It's okay. When you need to sell your house, I'm just gonna not be available.
Okay, yeah, no. I'll be very excited about realtors when I need to sell my house. But anyway, yeah, that's just an example that there's it's like repercussions 30 years later. Well, 27 years later, I'm still thinking about that woman. She's long gone. I mean, she's dead now. But I mean, literally, yeah, she was like 50 back then, so I'm sure she's dead. I don't know. She's in her 50s. Yeah. I mean, imagine if I was still alive 30 years from now.
I believe it.
I'm 55.
You don't look a day over 48.
I'm 55. Okay. Let's move on. Anyone else that wants to share their thoughts on deception negatively affecting you? And it doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It could just be like, my boyfriend said this and it really hurt me. Okay, so what did your boyfriend tell you?
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding, Ryan. What's going on?
When someone spreads rumors about you, and so people start hating on you for these false rumors.
This happens?
Happened to me, yeah.
On social media?
Oh no, in real life.
In real life? Oh, man, that's terrible. So some false rumors. Why would they do such a thing? They were jealous of you?
No,
They were jealous of you. All right. So anything else? Yeah, I don't want to, no, actually, thank you for sharing that. Anything else that we want to? Okay, so what about this next one, number 2? I know that was 1B. Now that I've got it squared away here. Is it really necessary to discuss this habit in this course? I guess I've got a bias, but what do you think? What do you think back there?
I said, yeah, because I feel like if you're not honest in some areas of your life, it can transfer into other areas. Like if you're not academically honest, you might be more inclined to be not honest in your relationships. And that's really an important thing in life. So.
It can be a very important thing. Very good. Yeah, being honest in your relationships. All right, anything else? What other reasons why we would want to have it in this course in particular? Yeah, I wasn't thinking of this as being sort of the beginning of your academic journey here at MVNU. So thank you for reminding me that. I was thinking more just a course at MVNU, generic, not about this course. So, so other things that might mean that are reasons why we would have it in this course. So what's 1B? 2B, or not to be? Why might this deserve particular consideration? Well, if you don't have an answer for the first part, you might not have an answer for the second part. All right, we can come back to them if we need to. So what about MVNU examples? Why would this topic be helpful at MVNU? Do you have any examples, sort of like the examples that we have here? What do you think, Bodie?
Like academically, like not using like AI to do work and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the AI thing is such an interesting thing that we're actually going to discuss that on
I mean,
Monday.
I think AI is a good tool if you use it the right way. Now,
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be honest, like I used to use AI not to like look up answers or anything. Well, I've done it, but I like to use it for like rubrics and like essay outlines, like stuff like that, so I can get like a better idea of what I'm writing if I don't know what to do.
Interesting. Okay. So we're going to come back. This is something that I'm very interested in your opinions on the AI thing because it's part of Monday's discussion. Just a quick preview of Monday. The reading for this weekend is so easy. It's basically looking over our academic dishonesty policy. That's it. It's printed in your book even, so you don't even have to look it up on the webpage. But the AI is in there. So thanks for bringing that up, Bodie. What else do we got on this MVNU examples? So there's AI. Is anyone, most of you are in an English class, aren't you? Are you taking English, literature, or rather writing? No writing?
College writing, 1084.
Okay, college writing.
That's
So,
where I go before this.
so in college writing, do they tell you don't use the AI?
Yeah, I even asked the professor about like outlines, and he's like, no.
If you use the AI for anything, you're done.
Yeah,
They kick you out.
something like that. I mean,
Yeah, pretty
you
much.
probably, well,
Writing, yeah.
if you get caught, they'll probably just give you a 0, and if you get caught doing it again, that's when they're probably gonna like,
Kick you out.
yeah, that
Yeah.
would make sense.
Yeah, we'll go over on Monday. We'll talk about what happens if you do it. But yeah, so let's see. So we've got AI. Oh, English. Just out of curiosity, anyone else from English that where they've terrified you about using? Wait, what is the thing called? Oh, yeah, ChatGPT. Grammarly. You know they don't want you to use Grammarly.
I don't know. It's like I use Grammarly, like all my teachers.
It used to be okay, but not anymore. Because now it like has AI implemented in it.
Yeah.
Change your stuff so you can use it. Like, it got to advanced.
Well, I just
like spell check stuff, but
yeah, this is what I hear from the English department. I don't know. I don't have people. I'm not worried about it myself. But so Grammarly is bad. So apparently, are you? So wait, what is this? Hudson and Carter. So you're in an English class?
no, I took college writing as a CCP class online last semester.
And they told you that Grammarly was bad?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was as updated as it was.
But now it
they
is.
didn't really talk about it.
Okay, I didn't know if they had terrified you. I'd be terrified to even touch a computer nowadays if I was writing. I want to give me a typewriter. All right, so MVNU examples, very nice. Let's go on to the next phase. There's a couple more slides for this before we get to homework. I know you love the homework, so don't worry, we're going to get to that. Okay, so there are, if you remember, King has several, let me show you where this was. I referred to this a minute ago when we were going over the quiz. Let me find them again so that you can find it. So we want to just review where is it? There we go. What is lying? What is bluffing? So at the bottom of 123 and the top of 124, it talks about these different versions of dishonesty, plagiarism, lying, bluffing, and self-deception. Really, we should probably go over all four, but in particular, what is lying, what is bluffing, and then a little later on, how does King define truth, and what is the difference between truth and honesty? So if you want bonus, not a bonus points, but just extra stuff, there's what is lying, what is bluffing, and then what is self-deceiving and what is plagiarism. What are the distinctions? I mean, why have four categories? And then how does King define truth, and what is truth? How is truth distinctive from honesty? So go ahead and find those, and you can either write them down or just keep them in your brain. And maybe this time I'll just go and ask each group for one item or one thing so that we each get to participate.
No, it's like they are. Oh,
The way things are,
I'm already hang on.
You owe me a picture. Why do I owe you a picture for every touchdown? For every touchdown? Are you passing me? That's crazy, bro. Ooh, that's clutch. Me too. I got like, dude, I wish Wendy still had the 14. Dude, I wish I had freaking legs.
Carter left us? Oh, I thought he got offended by all the lies. All right, it looks like you guys are done. We've made a huge group back here. And are you playing Balloon Rally again? Clash Balloon Royale? All right, so let's go through this, see if we can get this done. So I finally did attend, so I can do random people. So we'll start off with we'll just do groups, but I got to pick individuals to make the groups. So Natalie's group, whatever your group, you don't have to be the one to say it, but maybe everyone will look at you and say, "Go ahead." What is lying, by the way? Okay, what they so something that is not true from what they've done or what they know. So does anyone have anything that they want to add to that? I can read the definition directly from the top of page 124 just to make sure we're all on the same page. But what's that? Okay, let's do that. No, that's good. That's good. So, but if you have like a expansion, is what I mean. So here's what lying is according to the top of page 124. Liars. So when you lie, you distort the truth. So you guys up here are distorting no, you're not distorting the truth. But you distort the truth by saying something you believe to be false in order to deceive others. So it's similar to what Natalie said. Okay, so next one. What about bluffing? What is the difference between lying and bluffing according to oh wait, same group, just a sec. Same group, my goodness. Okay, Gracie Ann. So Gracie Ann's group, front group here. So bluffing.
It's like changing, you're telling people you know something that
Okay, so make it seem like you know something you don't know. Okay, very good. So let me just read this so that we have that's a good summary. It's when we distort the truth by misrepresenting my own knowledge or what I've done. So this sort of thing happens a lot. I remember, like in English class, if you don't read the book, you read the Spark Notes, that sort of thing. Okay, at least that was the example given in here. You might have used that example on your quiz. Okay, next. Okay, so next one. Just quickly, I put these as bonus, but I'll just read off of here because there are these four different, like, you're always distorting the truth. So you have the liars distorting the truth by saying something you believe to be false to deceive others. Bluffing is distorting the truth by misrepresenting your own knowledge. Plagiarism is distorting the truth by representing someone else's work as your own. So if I take that, whatever rapper, the Kanye West, yeah, or whoever it is, and I start rapping, I don't know. If I'm rapping and I say, oh, I made this song up, check it out, and then, that would be plagiarism, okay. And then self-deceiving is distorting the truth by misrepresenting the truth to yourself, which I think we all do without thinking about it, because I know that throughout my life I've gone through seasons of like, I think the world is one way, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is not at all the way the world is. Like so I'm like we all undergo a little bit of self-deception. Maybe this is a survival strategy. I don't know. Okay, let's go on though to how does King define truth? Maybe you found it in here. If you couldn't find it, that's fine. I'll point out where it is in just a minute. But Brandon's group, Brandon, the back group there, did you figure out, or do you have a sort of summary of how King is defining truth? Is Trevor the spokesperson? Go ahead.
The way things are, subjective truth, like something that can't be denied.
So so we can refer to that's a good way of saying it. We can refer to the middle. It's the middle paragraph on page 124 where he describes truth. But the very last sentence I find the most helpful. I know there's a lot of words there, but the very last sentence, in this way of thinking, truth is determined by the way things are, not by our beliefs, desires, conceptual schemes, or social mores. So it's the way things are. It's not defined by what we think. It's the way that it actually is. And if we're engaging in self-deception, then of course we would not understand the truth to be what it is, I suppose. But there is still truth. Okay, how is truth distinct? Oh, does anyone have anything they want to add? I don't want to cut you off, but I am conscious of the time. It's getting close. But anything you want to add to that about truth? Just any like a little tidbit, little nugget? Okay, how is truth distinct from honesty? So there's this idea of honesty and there's truth. So the Micah group, which is this group here, any you guys, either Micah or you could tell your scribe, what is honesty and how is that related to truth?
Well, without honesty, it's kind of hard to have truth because when you tell the truth, you're being honest in the process, so they kind of work together as a whole.
Okay, so yeah, I like the way you put that. So the way that King puts it is that honesty is commitment to representing the truth accurately. So you have the truth, there's truth, and you want to try to represent it as accurately as possible, whether it be something about yourself, someone else, something that you're looking at the world and trying to represent the world to yourself. So whatever it is trying to represent the truth as accurately as possible. Very nice. Okay, let me just see. Can we skip the next thing? I don't know if we can. It seems like there might be, let's see, what's this? We've already discussed this. Oh, this is a good thing. It's the final question. Then we'll move on to the homework. So what one concrete practice of intellectual honesty might you adopt this semester? So this is something more for you to just consider as like, how can I be intellectually honest with myself? And this could be as simple as saying, I'm just going to try to avoid AI when I'm writing my English papers, if that's been a habit of yours or whatever. Or it could be, maybe that's not so simple. Maybe it could be as simple as saying that I'm going to try my best to represent myself to myself. Perhaps you engage in self-deception. And self-deception could be something like saying to yourself that you're a bad person. Some of us like are self-effacing, a little bit too self-effacing. So you might be saying, I'm no good at this. I'm not good at math, so I'm not even going to try. No, you are good at math, and you should try. So something like that. You could be, how you speak truth to yourself about yourself is important. So anyway, you should think about just one thing. It's always bad to try to change too much at once. And this course is about a lot of change, isn't it? But if you could just pick one thing, just one thing, then that's one step. It's one step towards something good. Okay, so let's see. A couple of things that we need to deal with. So journals, we've talked about this before, but I just want to bring it up again, that we want to be careful. You can look at the back of the syllabus. The very last page has descriptions of the journals. Your next journal entry is not due until Sunday night, midnight. Well, technically it's Monday morning, but Sunday at 11:59 p.m., we could say. And so this is a difficult thing to do. So I don't know if you've thought about this much yet, but remember what you're trying to do is you're trying to think of a viewpoint that is different from your own and something that you strongly believe in. Something that is different from what you strongly believe in, and find two sources to support that perspective, whatever perspective it is. So this could be a political perspective. It could be an opinion about the world, it's better to earn money than it is to have children. I mean, some people feel that it's much more important to earn, like children are, this is a thing nowadays. There are people that are choosing to go childless because it's they can make way more money. Like I've sacrificed a bunch of income because I had 3 kids. But, I don't know. So you could, whatever it is. So it could be something about Drake or who is the guy? Kanye West. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you want to research something about Kanye being too much of a Republican or whatever that is. So do your best, and what you're reflecting on, let me just reiterate this. I want to make sure you understand that what you're writing to me about is you're not giving me an argument about why you're right. You're not going to give me an argument about why the other side is right. You're going to reflect upon how you dealt with the reading and researching a perspective that is completely opposite something you feel strongly about, which is really what intellectual hospitality is. Also, you'll notice that the course reader, it's a very simple thing. Please do read this. It won't take you much time. It's easy to read. The academic integrity policy, that's all you got to do for Monday, is that in the journal. Okay, so stick around if you need to chat. I'm going to turn this off in case